My name is Mr. Whyzguy. We're going to be watching the former President Donald Trump's CNN town hall with, her on screen. And that's what we're going to be doing. And you read the title of this little short clip, so we'll just get right into it.
I want to go back to the audience. We've got Danielle Rieger. She works as an oral surgery assistant. She's a Republican activist from Derry. She was a New Hampshire delegate for you in 2020. What's your question?
Hi, thank you so much for coming to New Hampshire to answer our questions.
Oh, it's in New Hampshire.
My question is regarding the economy. Over the past 2 years, we have seen the prices for everything skyrocket. From food to gas to utilities and insurance costs, many people's bills are up several $100s a month, including mine. If elected president again, what is the first thing you would do to help bring down the cost to make things more affordable?
Not a joke.
Drill, baby, drill.
Come on, man. What are we doing?
We were energy independent. We were soon going to be energy dominant. And nobody had ever done what I did. We got oil down to $1.87. Actually, it fell lower than that in some cases. We had to save the oil companies. The price was getting so. We were doing incredibly. We had the greatest economy in the history of our country, probably the greatest economy in the history of the world. We were energy independent, soon to be energy dominant. We were going to be bigger than Russia and Saudi Arabia put together ×2. We have more.
And we wouldn't even be relying on Russia's oil and this whole Ukraine thing in the first place if the policies that he put in place stayed in place and didn't get taken away by the person that came right after him and did all those executive orders on day one of his presidency, Mr. Joe Biden. Like that was just like, if there was one thing that Joe Biden should have done to at least pretend to be for the people, is to not increase all of our gas prices. Because I don't think rich billionaires are going to care about $5 gas or $10 gas or $20 gas. It's never been that high. But still, I don't think they're going to care. They're going to still pay the extra costs and be like, all right, I guess we'll have to cancel my 10th vacation to this very expensive island, just so I can make sure that I don't. They're not going to care about the increase in gas prices. You know who's going to care about it? Us, the normal people, little people. But Joe Biden didn't care about that. He didn't care about the working class. He didn't care about them because he wouldn't have done that. He wouldn't have deleted those. He wouldn't have used his executive power to completely erase all of Trump's stuff, or at least most of it, from as soon as he get into office. Like that was just sad. That was honestly just sad. And people had high hopes for Joe Biden. That was funny. Like, as soon as I saw him do that, I was like, yeah, this guy is not for me. I don't care what Joe Biden says. I care about his policies. And his policies literally made us worse than what Trump is doing. So if you're voting based on character and not based on if he'll do a good job and put good policies in, then you're doing politics wrong. And you deserve what Joe Biden has gotten. I'm like, America deserves this. We voted this guy in. We deserve all these high gas prices. We deserve all these inflation because people wanted to vote based on emotion instead of based on actual policy. So there you go. We deserve all of what we get here. I'm at that point where I just don't care. So let's see. Will America actually learn from their mistakes and vote this guy back in to get those policies back in, or we're just gonna vote Joe Biden back in again and say, yeah, we don't care. We don't care. We vote based on emotions and how we see people, and it's just okay, cool. We don't care about policy.
Liquid gold under our feet than any other nation. And these stupid fools ended it.
Yes.
And
these
energy
stupid
went
fools.
From $1.87 and even lower for gasoline, for a car. They went from $1.87 to $5, $6, $7, $8, and even $9. And your electricity bills went through the roof. Your heating bills went through the roof. And that's what started inflation. And it hasn't stopped because people are paying now for bacon and for eggs and for the 2 and 3 times what it was just a little while ago. We created the greatest economy in history. A big part of that economy was got you the biggest tax cuts in the history of our country, bigger than the Reagan cuts, bigger than any cut. And also, Caitlin, also, as you know, we got the biggest regulation and regulatory cuts. This place was rocking, and then we were given a gift from China, and China paid a big price. And let me tell you something. I took in hundreds of billions of dollars in taxes from China, but prior to COVID coming in, and then I rebuilt the economy again, a second time. But we had, prior to COVID coming in as from China, from Wuhan, which I said it came from Wuhan. Everybody said, oh, you're wrong about that. You're wrong. It came from Wuhan.
Yeah, they called him xenophobic for even stating that it could possibly have came from China. I'm like, what? That's just crazy. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, xenophobic. Turns out he was right.
I said it right from day one. So we had the greatest economy in the world. Here's the story. They made energy so high, and energy is all invasive. It is massive as an industry and as a cost. It lifted everything. If you made donuts, if you made, no matter what you did, and we had inflation, the likes of which I guess we haven't had, as I said, for 52 years, but I think more than that. We had no inflation. We had the lowest energy prices we've had in decades. This country was rocking and rolling. And by the way, we had the most secure border in the history of our country. And now we have
Oh yeah, when she was interrupting in the beginning, I should have done this.
Shut up, Meg.
That would have been perfect, but I couldn't find the button quick enough, so I'm sorry.
More questions on the economy. I want to make sure we get to all of those.
Okay, so you know what I think is kind of disrespectful? Going to someone, looking at them, looking at their stuff, and then leaving without saying anything. Yeah, that's a little bit disrespectful. So I think you should not do that, and leave a comment down below. Thank you.